Men, point 29. My dad hammered this into my head and it's helped me. It made me feel awkward and I'm going to make you feel awkward, but you need to hear it. Watch out for women who talk smoothly. That is the mark of the adulteress. Okay? And women, you know the difference when, and you girls can spot them faster than guys. Guys are stupid. Okay? Guys have ego problems. And when a girl comes up and, oh, you are the best ever. Did you play basketball like the way you made that shot? Girls, you're about to throw up. Guys, she loves me. Guys, that is the mark of a woman that's going to bring you down. Okay? That's 3 times here in Proverbs. From the adulteress with her smooth words, from the smooth tongue of the adulteress, from the adulteress with her smooth words. A smooth-talking woman is going to take your soul to hell, and that's basically what Proverbs says. Girls, and you can spot those girls. There's a difference between a guy that you like and saying, hey, I really think you're a good spiritual leader, and you're a dreamboat, you know? And girls, you know what I'm talking about. And you know, basically, you know the whores at school. And there's the Christian whores, the ones that, think they're Christian, but what do? They're in bed with every man that they can get around. How do they get into you look at them and you think, what guy would sleep with you? You're ugly as anything. But what does she do? She just goes up and touches his arm, ooh, those biceps or whatever, And you're like, how can he fall for that? And the guys do, because we have very big egos. And so if anybody recognizes our biceps, well, they must be for real. And we totally go for it. Men, please. There's a true compliment from a godly woman that recognizes godly character, and there is the smooth tongue of an adulteress that is basically trying to take you down. And when you get married, you watch it even more closely. I tend to tell Paula all of my conversations with women, and she helps me, and she gets totally jealous, and I love it. I generally tell her those things. It helps me guard, because I'll tell her, I was talking to this girl, she's like, why was she talking to you? And it helps, because she can spot it so much faster. To me, I'm just a pastor. This woman, she came into my office, she wanted counseling, I helped her counsel, and Paula's like, no. Get her out of your office. And I'm like, okay, And that's fine, because I realize, I want to learn the Bible, and I'm like, that's fine, let's study the Bible, and I don't want to do something stupid. And so, guys, please, the syrupy voice, kill it. Kill it dead. Do not listen to it. And girls, if you ever see one of your brothers falling for the smooth tongue, go over and slap him across the face and say, that girl she's a whore. I mean, and you guys know what I'm talking about. And they're out there, and it's sad, but it's true. Point 30, don't be hasty to speak. Point 31, hammer this home. Ecclesiastes 5. Don't make promises to God that you don't intend to keep. Okay? And I will tell you, I am learning in my spiritual life that God is a lot more real than I thought He was. And I am coming to the conclusion that you really can, to a certain extent, bargain with God. And you can often tell God, if you will do this for me, I will do this for you. And He often will keep His end of the bargain. But if you made a deal, you keep the deal. And to the point that Solomon warns us in Ecclesiastes, don't make deals. I made a deal with God that I almost broke. We were looking for a house when we moved down to Calvert County. And we looked all over, and it was up Hickville, Farmville, nothing that we looked in. We finally drove into a neighborhood that had townhomes. And it was like, yes, we're back in civilization. And we found this one townhome that we really wanted, but we were afraid other people would get it. And I saw all these little bikes up and down the street. And as we were pulling out, I told God, I said, you give me that townhome, and I will try to win this neighborhood for the Lord. And God got me that townhome. In fact, He got it for me. He told me to rent it for, I have heard this voice in my, we could have rented it or bought it. And I could hear this voice in my ear, rent it for a year, and you can buy it for $30,000 less than what they're asking now. And so I did. We rented it for a year, and we did. We bought it for $30,000 less than what they were asking for a year before. And you know what? I didn't do much on the gospel. And then I remembered. I told God, you get me that house, I'll win that neighborhood. It's the middle. There's 2 units, and we're the one kind of right in the middle. There's 12 units there, so there's 11 other families. I have now been praying for every single one of those families that there's 2 of them, I don't know their names. All the others, I know their names. They all have kids our son's age. And now we've got 2 of them that are coming to our church every Sunday night for Awana. Another one, their grandson is interning with me in the youth group, and they've come to our Christmas Eve service. So I'm convinced that I'm going to get all 11 of those houses in my church, because I made a deal with God. God wants them to be saved. So I just said, shoot, give me the house and I'll get them saved. And God gave me the house. I've got to follow up on that. And I have to pray every single day for their salvation until that whole street gets saved. You can, to a certain extent, make deals with God, but when he keeps his end, oh my word, you better keep yours. So be very careful before you, God, let me pass this class and I'll be a missionary. That's a pretty dumb deal. Okay? That's a really dumb deal to make.